Hello guys and welcome back to StarDrive with the BlackBox and Combined Arms Mods, and the Dauntless are interrupting my introduction there. So yeah, we'll have a trade agreement with the Dauntless that will help our economy. Eventually, it takes a little while to tick up, and so yeah, we'll get the benefits of that at some point. So yeah, as I say, they've interrupted my introduction and sort of upset my train of thought. But basically, I was going to say thank you very much for the comments, guys. They are always appreciated, and yeah, it's always interesting to see your thoughts on things like whether the barren worlds are worth grabbing or not, and about I did make a little error where I thought it was I needed the governor basically to get the colony ships out. Oh, now the polyps are interrupting me. So you don't need a governor. It just takes a little bit of time to kick in. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So we got a scout being produced and some more freighters. So that will help us. And we're researching advanced education. And yeah, I was interested in Roland's comment on actually not going with farming foundations first of all, and yeah, instead going for more tech, which yeah, I can see the sense in that. So yeah, okay, our little spy is improving his skills. Are there any other worlds that we can grab right now? I am quite worried about our lack of decent worlds, but yeah, you can just see over here in the left-hand column there's absolutely tons of red exclamation marks. Ladrasak is classed as being quite distant. It's where we're going to try and grab, just because it's a world where 1.65 billion. The actual resources are pretty awful, but 19 build slots, so we might be able to turn it into a research world. There might be a nice anomaly on there, so we've got troops on the way there as well. And yeah, I think just as quickly as possible, we need to be taking on those remnants and grabbing a couple of the systems. Hello, humans. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Although I'm just thinking it is hurting me a little bit initially. The Dauntless one hasn't kicked in yet, so maybe I misread that. Anyway, so yeah, actually at the moment we are losing a bit of money due to trade, but it should become positive after a little while. I hope. So where are you off to? These are the AI-controlled scouts going out to explore the galaxy. Okay, so this must be the United Federation down here. So they're across there. And Dauntless down here. Opterus here. Korathi, Cordazine, Draylock right in the middle there. And then Vulfa over there. Okay. So we've arrived at Ladrasak. Oh, there are Dauntless fighters here. They haven't attacked us yet, so hope. Are they just? No, they are fighters. They're not scouts. There is. Oh gosh, the Ancient Obelisk. Oh, I'm interested to see what that is. So we've got the colony. Let's go, as I say, with just a research world, I think. And yeah, just waiting for those troops to land now. They seem to be in orbit. Oh, right, yeah, that's fine. I obviously just didn't click on the planet, or maybe colonizing it changed things, but they should be landing now. There they go. In their sort of tadpole-esque ship, I suppose. Right, so let's... where are they? Okay, so it's going to take them a little while to get over. But it'll pop up when it does. Oh, and there's the Dauntless colony ship. So yeah, those fighters were just making sure it was safe for the colony ship. We got in there. We sniped that from under them, which is good. It's a long way away from our other colonies, but if we manage to wipe out these remnants, we can join them all up. Advanced education is under our belt. So, I'd like to improve my economy further, but I do just wonder whether we need to crack on with getting some ships built. Oof. I'm a bit reluctant to... yeah, let's go with subspace projectors. I was saying I'm a bit reluctant to start building up a navy whilst we've got so many basic economic techs not researched yet. Yes, I'll happily have a trade treaty. So this is quite good. Look, we're now generating 3.6 out of the trade, and as we've got a net gain of 8, 3.6 is quite significant. Ice world, so lots and lots of ice worlds being generated in this galaxy. Right. The neural enhancer at Ladrasak 1. As your troops get closer to the pillar, it begins shaking and eventually shatters into a pile of rubble, including various crystals containing abnormal properties. We feel smarter. Oh my gosh. +2 research. That's a flat +2 research per turn. Okay, this planet has suddenly become far more interesting. I'm so glad that we grabbed this world. Ooh, what should we do? I kind of want you to be maybe a core world now. Then will the governor perhaps build the rover bays? And let's make sure we defend that, because I'm now researching at 4.8. 2 of that is from Ladrasak. So that was a great anomaly. I needed a bit of luck, to be honest. So yeah, all of these anomalies now seem to be guarded by remnants. Oh, it looks like this one isn't guarded. What's there? I can't quite see, I don't think. What's... no. Let's send some troops. One of our ships was boarded. But that is just going to be a... something that we're going to have to put up with for now. So I haven't got anything that can deal with the pirates. So yeah, I've sent our troops now to go and see that the anomaly. And do I want to renew? No, go away. I'm just getting my economy going here. So we may suffer obviously freighter losses, but I think we can. I think we can cope with that. Right, so subspace projectors, lovely. Let's grab economic foundations, and you know what? I'm going to queue up scientific foundations after that as well, just to give us a decent base, basically, from which to work. Oh, why won't this screen exit? Oh, it does. A little bit of a delay there. So I think I should now tell our guys to build the projectors, which, you know, shouldn't be too difficult around here. We're likely to have a very long line going down to Ladrasak, but it will help. So let's get that on the go. Sister slow? Yeah, there was remnants there, weren't there? And very close to Ralyeh, so we'll leave that. Researching at 6 now, which is pretty decent for this part of the game, I think. And yeah, so what I wanted to do was come and have a look at whether Styas or Uthehu are, you know, are vulnerable to attack. Not I've got anything to attack them with yet, but you know, which ones should we try and grab first is the question. So I will... there's no remnants there. There they are. Right, so 11. Okay. Just, you know, obviously not not insignificant, but not not beyond the realm of possibility to deal with once we get an initial fleet out of the shipyards. And Styus 1 is not very exciting. Styus 2, 5.1 billion, 1.4 richness with 21 build slots, so that's worth grabbing. Is it more attractive than Uthahu? There they are. 9. Okay, 9 remnant ships, so less of them. I didn't count whether there were more heavy drones or fighters, but that'll be alright. So what have we got at Uthahu then? 0.55, 4 billion, 6.5 billion. Not amazing richness and fertility. Another barren average and another barren average. So yeah, I'd probably go for Uthahu first, actually. But there's not much in it. I'll just pull my scouts away from there for the moment. Kothlar, what are you up to? Okay, more trade vessels, more scouting. And yeah, some constructors have already been built to go in and create our subspace network. The Dauntless are already on the case. And so might the Polyps be, actually. Let's go mental and double the speed of the game. Just while we're waiting for this sort of early stuff to tick over. Right, so economic foundations, and I don't need to do anything with that because I've already got scientific foundations queued up. And Kothlar, yeah, he's already on the case, the governor. Good man, or woman, or what? I don't know. Do the Ralyeh have 2 sexes? I don't know. Anyway, maybe they just, I don't know. Anyway, let's avoid that speculation any further. Okay, so getting on with the warehouse. I'd have probably gone with a rover bay before a warehouse, but I'll refrain from interfering. Oh, I don't know though. I feel like an aeroponic farm would be. We'll come back and have a look at that in a moment. Really, it needs some freighters, I suppose, taking production. But those freighters right now might get caught on Unity or Hobos, so we need some subspace projectors to create a safe passage. So Vakana is a... Yeah, okay, potentially up to 1.13, but we're at 0.11 still at the moment. Building the rover bay. So it's getting on with improving the productivity. Let's put the game speed up to 2 times. And yeah, let me just have a little look at Kothlar 3 because it is very important. I think Roland was saying he just leaves it on manual, and I can see the good sense in that as well. But I think having it on core so that it does a bit of trading with the other worlds, now that we've got a little bit of a trade fleet going, is I think that's absolutely fine. And really, we want to be boosting the colonies as much as we can, but also we need to grab some more worlds. So on that topic, we've got scientific foundations now. Do I grab maybe advanced sanitation? Oh, that's quite the investment though for this point. 375. When I could now be looking at energy weapons. We've already got corvettes because we're a militaristic faction. And I could grab the next level of corvettes for 375 as well. I wasn't impressed with the Ralyeh corvettes, but maybe that was just my My poor design. What to do? Getting the fighter generators seem to be very useful as well. So let's go for advanced sanitation, just to help with Ladrasak and Vakana, and then we'll start going down the military techs. But at the moment, there's still quite a few things like these trade ships. We're still scouting the galaxy, so I think it could be an idea maybe that we don't build up too much militarily until the galaxy is scouted, so that all those scouts come back, they get scrapped, and we're not having to pay the maintenance. So ship maintenance is minus 2.3, which isn't ridiculous. We've got a healthy balance right now, but it is a little bit of something. So there's a scout going out there, so we're still building them. The pirate base at Hittehawk 5. As your troops approach the space elevator, they notice it's fully operational, and furthermore, it is being used by pirates. Okay, so let's just go and have a look there. I've triggered something. We have triggered something. Obviously pirates, but somebody I think is in orbit. There we go. See, there's a battle going on here. Can I launch my troops and get them out with there? Might be a bit silly to do so in the middle of that battle, but oh, there's actually a pirate base. Oh, right, so we're going to lose our troops, which is not surprising. I was just hoping that there might be the polyps or someone getting hit and so provide distraction, but oh well. I'll tell you what, that might be okay though, because that ice poor, well, it's good. It's actually a good result for me, because that ice poor is kind of defended now, and the pirates might stop the polyps or the courtesane actually grabbing hold of it. So worth doing for the cost of one troop, I think. Inquisitor Scout was destroyed. Okay, well, that does happen. Loth, there's just gas giants there, so I can't do anything about that. And researching at 6.1. Okay. And yeah, continuing to build these freighters. So let's put the game speed up. Actually, researching at 7 now. You can see that we're starting to get a bit of a network of trade ships. I really could do with them coming out to Ladrasak. Let's have a look at how Ladrasak is getting on. Ooh, not getting on is the way I would describe it. Right, so I want an aeroponic farm here to give us some flat. But maybe a rover bay first. Yeah, it gives us a flat 1 production. So let's get that rover bay going, guys. Got absolutely tons of build space. So, we need to get the population up. It's never going to be a phenomenal world because it's only 1.6. 1.65 billion. But we've got plenty of space here to get stuff built. It's just not really doing too much. It's at 0.1 at the moment because the population is tiny. One of our ships was boarded. Okay, so yeah, this is it. We're having to devote some production towards replacing the losses, but I don't think it's sustainable. You can see that we are building up. Let's put the game speed up again. Let things move forwards. On Krona, yeah, we're still producing scouts. So I'd probably prefer that to stop happening before we also invest in a navy, but we'll see. I do need to move fairly quickly. Let's get that one out. And Draug force is overwhelming. That was the pirate ship that nabbed that freighter. There's that barren rich world of 2.5. Gosh, that is very, very rich. I wouldn't want anybody else to grab that. So, do you know what? I'm gonna queue up colonizing that one. Icubar, an ocean, 2 ice, desert, and volcanic. Oh, so that we're exploring dauntless space right now. Diesel is an ice world. Okay. So yeah, that pirate ship should bugger off. Absolutely tons of constructors now being built. So I'm quite glad I went down this route. Let's start to invest. So velocity package, I think, is quite an important tech for your early ships. Otherwise, the remnants just kite them. No. So advanced sanitation's obviously, good enough for people to be jealous of it. We don't need... Oh, they are building the planetary sanitation centre here, which will help replace the population being sent out. So we've got 5 outgoing freighters that are full of colonists. Open borders? Absolutely not. So that will, it'll help us replenish, because we should be doing well on colonists. So he's delivering food, picking up colonists, because these early freighters can, I think all of our freighters can carry 3 times as much. So getting on with the rover bay there, yeah. Your Lone Star system explored, okay. And yeah, we've explored 2 black holes in fairly quick succession. Yeah, so we can see the subspace projector network is being constructed, which will help these guys. So he's delivering food from Kothlar to Ladrasak 1. We really don't have any good sort of farm worlds, any bread baskets. I'm looking now, and even the remnant ones that we may grab don't seem too attractive, actually. So food could be a big issue in this campaign, with our people basically having to devote lots of their energy to producing food, which means they won't be producing production. Okay. So yeah, we'll go for Uthahu first, because it's slightly better, not as defended, got a anomaly, and it's fun to say. So let's turn this one. This is going to be an industrial world. Not going to do much for a while, but might be useful later on, and stops anybody else from grabbing it. Let's put the game speed up. We'll double the game speed so that we can just get through this sort of early game stuff, which is so important, but does just take a little while to get going. See all the exploration notifications coming in, but we still got scouts going out into the galaxy. I want to see them coming back to be scrapped, really. What we're doing is, ship maintenance 3.5, which is not massive, but it does all add up. So what's going on Kothlar right now? Trade ships, scouts. Okay, so we've got velocity package 1. I would now like to go for, let's get some power and the energy weapons, which will be quicker because velocity package 1 was 375, so these are actually cheaper. We'll grab them more swiftly. researching at 7.3, which is pretty decent. There's Pirate Base there, and sort of a defensive base. Let's have a look what. So, yeah, I mean, that's well. That'll be well beyond us for a while, I think. Might need to build some sort of station here, because the gas giants in a sort of an uninhabitable system is just, you know, absolutely crying out for pirates. Inquisitor Scout destroyed, so presumably some remnants there. Still got quite a lot of systems that are unexplored. Let's let me just drop the game speed down and have a little look at Koflar again. So yeah, still trade ships, which you know I'm okay. I should say actually, probably some of my yeah, this ship maintenance keeps going up. That is probably actually a big chunk of it is the freighters rather than my scouts. And there are technologies you can research to improve that, to reduce the maintenance. So Ladrasak then, we're still working on that rover bay, because it's 0.1, so yeah, production here is very, very slow. Fusion reactor unlocked, great stuff. And the Brawn system has been explored, the Gota system. One of the questions I have is whether we should, for the sake of 300 odd, is whether I should go up the tech tree to the next Corvette sort of, and I probably will if we're still engaged in sort of scouting and yeah, building up the trade fleet. Let's have a look at how we're getting on. So we are scientific strength 1, apparently. Population is 5th. Ooh. Economic strength 8 and military 9. I'm not surprised by military, obviously, because I haven't tried to do anything on that front. But population and economic strength are a bit of a worry. The Vulfa are the first position economically, though they have spread themselves out again. Why have they gone over there? Maybe there's an ice world. Yeah, they do. They do like those ice worlds. It'd be nice to get. Would it? I was going to say it'd be nice to get an advanced, you know, planetary sanitation center here, but I don't know. Actually, it's never going to be an amazing world population-wise. But we are getting on with the rover bay. I imagine a freighter has arrived. Yeah, we've got more production freighters incoming. So they've given that rover bay a push, and now we've got that, which has given us that flat bonus. So we'll get the aeroponic farm out. Let's queue up the... Yeah, we'll get the sanitation center and then the research lab. Let's do that. Scout destroyed, systems explored. And we are almost at energy weapons. Indeed we are there now. So, okay, that will give us the prototype energy beams, which I think I'll go for. And I think... Let's just... Yeah, Corvette hulls 2 will require 500, so that's probably a bit beyond us right now. Whereas the first hull will give us the hangar as well, the defense squadron. So let's grab that, and then whilst we're building up our fleet, I'll do what I did last time, I think, which is to then research some of the upgrades for the speed. So Maybe shipyard though. That would help churn out that fleet a bit more swiftly. Yeah, we'll get shipyards, and then whilst that's ongoing, we'll grab subspace theory. Is reaction drive worthwhile? Oh yeah, definitely worthwhile. Yeah, it's worth grabbing both of those. Okay, so we've got a plan. It may not be the best plan, but it's what we're doing. Let's bang the game speed up. And then once we've got this Corvette designed, researched, I'll be able to design that then. The Laren systems explored. There's 2 barons there, not very exciting at all. So more systems being explored. So we are getting there. We're making progress. Polmar, we discovered Polmar. And there's a hyperspace flux, which will obviously stop the exploration, but doesn't stop our research. Does stop the freighters, however, so it can stop or slow down production and population growth. Aeroponic farm will help, should help things here. Kind of want to get the Corvette defense station, I think, on Ladrasak as well, and build up its defenses a bit. Right, so we got the farm. So now we're producing 1.3 food, which is nice. They're actually willing to export production and food because we've got it as a core world, which I'm content about. Hyperspace flux is abated, okay. So all the freighters can get moving again. And more systems being explored. More scouts, though, still leaving our home system. And let's just pause for a second. Just looking at the AI, I wonder. So we've got auto explore. Yeah, I assume, you see, if I take auto explore off, then my exploration ships will stop exploring. I would kind of like an option where you could say, only build, let's say, 4 ships and continue to explore with them, rather than continuing to churn out scouts. But I don't know. It's not a big problem. Once these systems are explored, which shouldn't be too long now, they'll come back and they'll get scrapped. So it's not too much drama. So we've got our Corvette hull 1 researched, and shipyards are on the way. We're at about half an hour mark now, but over. So what I'll do, I'll end this video here, and I'll start the next video designing our first Corvette. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks very much.